Welcome back to the Gladen Gaming channel, and once again we're playing Hearthstone. Today's deck is Thaddius Warlock. This morning, Mech Rogue was nerfed slightly, and that was this deck's worst matchup, so we're going to see if that helps this deck's win rate at all. Not like it needed it too much, as it had a really high win rate anyways. The idea of this deck is to use Amorphous Slime's ability, which says, Battle Cry, discard a random undead, and when it dies you summon a copy of it. We're going to try and discard some large undead like Flesh Behemoth and Thaddius Monstrosity and bring them back early in the game than you're supposed to, so we can win with giant creatures in big effects. If we can't pull that off, just playing these large creatures sometimes is good enough, and Sargeras the Destroyer is the new Titan. Sargeras, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. This Titan costs 9 mana, and it's a 6/12. It says, when it enters the battlefield, you open a portal that summons 2/3/2 imps each turn, even after Sargeras dies, and there's no way to interact with the portal, so you're going to get constant imps every turn that your opponent has to deal with, or they'll die to them eventually. It's a really good endgame for a control deck like this. Let's see how good the deck does. Let's get right into it.
Mecha-Jaraxxus versus Garrosh.
I will show no mercy! You face Mecha-Jaraxxus!
We're going to definitely put away one of these Scourge Supplies. And probably this Shallow Grave, I would think. Yep. Reverberations and Infantry Reanimator. Well, something's gotta die before this becomes any good. Hopefully we get to the point.
I see you broadcast.
Off the top we get Mortal Coil. Could be good. Let's see what they play here. They just trade out the heavy plate. Trade the plate. Let's draw a card for hero power and pass. We're gonna coin into something. A Chorus Rift. Okay, they're just gonna draw a card. Not putting anything on the board yet. Let's use our Scourge Supplies. See what we get. I think we can put away this Armor Vendor. It's kind of low impact. Chorus Rift again. So they have three big minions in their hands since they got Finale off of that. That will be very difficult to deal with. Let's play this. How many cards we got in hand? 9? That is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and play the Scourge of Wills just to play it. We'll pass. And they're probably going to start dropping some big creatures on us very soon.
Okay,
this wasn't one of the buff minions, so that's good. Another Forge of Wills. We could have reverberate this and then hit it with the Mortal Coil, but I don't think that's quite worth it. I could serve Finley, but I really want to play this Loken next turn. So let's just play out this Forge of Wills and draw. Maybe I should have drawn first.
Job
okay,
done.
let's just let it file. Let's see what they drop on us. Bridge Rift. That's a lot of stats. And they get another Chorus Rift draw. Okay, let's play Loken. Hopefully we get a huge top minion putting away here. Okay, Thaddius is almost certainly the pick. And then we can Forge of Wills this to get 2 11/11s with Rush. board is going to be very difficult to take over. If they have a Brawl in their hand, this would be a prime time to cast it. They're going to look for the Brawl. Play Sir Finley, put their hand in their deck, and get the bottom cards from their deck. Do they have the Brawl? Doesn't look like they have it yet. They're gonna Versa Rift twice to get a lot of armor and hopefully live this turn.
My hand is full.
Can we push any more damage? Not that we got in our hand. Let's kill this. Very tempted to play the Finley here, because none of these cards are particularly good, and I think I'm going to do just that.
As you say, I seem to have lost the surface.
Anubisath, Dar'Khan Drathir. Okay, this might be good in pulling out just the last bit of damage we'll need next turn. But I think they're going to live this turn. I'm going to go ahead and trade this here. Hit this with Drain Soul. And go face anything else. And we can draw with our Hero Power.
Job's done.
Let's see what they got. Do they have Brawl? They don't have it. They had to give up there. Those 11/11s will put you down real fast if you can't get rid of them. Loken, if you high roll on this card, can put you so far ahead of the game.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Magni.
You face Mecha-Jaraxxus!
I'm gonna put away the Infantry Reanimator. We want to play it later after our undead have already died. Of course, of course! I get the other one right back into my hand, or maybe even the same one. Who's to say? Certainly not me. We're gonna have to hope that this Drained Soul can take us all the way to the mid-game. And whatever else we draw. Opponents in the think tank taking their time. There they go. They put 3 of their cards back. That is not a great draw. Unless we draw the slime, then it's a great draw. We draw the slime, we play as soon as possible. I don't think Warrior has a way to silence it that they really play. Hero Power, pass. Another Infantry. Kind of a bad draw this early, just like the one that started in our hand. Okay, let's draw. We'll play out this Armor Vendor and pass.
Lightly used armor.
They're gonna trade out their heavy plate. Hero Power. Reverberations. Now we need it. Let's draw. Another Reverberations.
Break it, you buy it.
Every time I say I don't need something in this game, I keep getting it, like Infantry Reanimator or the second Reverberations. But it's fine. It's all fine. Surely they'll play something this turn I can kill or target.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Okay, well I got to draw cards off of that. We can just kill it by Armor of Enduring and then Drain Souling. Or we can Reverberate it to get one of our own, but I don't think I want to use Reverberate that way. Let's kill that thing.
Break it, you buy it.
Not gonna draw because we just burned the top card of our deck when we go to draw next turn. Wouldn't really make sense. We'd just be taking 2 damage and burning a card. Alright, let's play Loken. We can't hit Thaddius, which is not good. You know what, let's actually go ahead and play the Slime because we have Thaddius in hand. Yeah, that's great. And maybe they just have to kill the Slime. They may not have a way to silence it. I don't think they will, because they're playing Warrior. They don't really put that in their deck that much. But maybe they'll surprise me here. So how this Slime works is you discard a random undead from your hand, and when the Slime dies, you summon a copy of it. And now I have a copy of Thaddius. And I have Shield Slame here though, and that'd be pretty good for them. But now that we have these Infantry Reanimators, we're guaranteed to reanimate Thaddius. And they're gonna have to keep punching through it. Here it is.
We're not done with you yet.
Now all of my odd cost cards cost 1. Like this Sargeras. Let's buff up our imps.
This is only the beginning.
Let's play this Flesh Behemoth. And we'll pass. This portal is uninteractable as far as I know. And it's going to keep summoning 3-4 imps with taunt every single turn. Warrior's going to have to defeat that somehow.
For all I've given.
Brawling is good, but I have a Reborn minion and the imps are going to keep coming. They're going to take 11 to take this out, but it doesn't hurt too bad since I have all that armor. You think they'll be upset if I bring back Thaddius again?
We're not done with you yet.
There he is. We're gonna go ahead and play this out.
For all I've given, I prove my reward.
I'm gonna Reverberate it, so I can hit him really hard right now. Need another brawl. And even then, they're gonna have to deal with the imp brigade every single turn. They'll have to deal with imps. Alright, they have the brawl. They have brawl number 2. And once again, the only thing that lives, this imp has lived through brawls with giant demons and undead. Twice. This imp's a scrapper. Let's punch him. Let's play Loken.
The whispers. I can't resist.
Let's get... I'm gonna get that Anubisath because it'll have higher stats. Let's draw a card. Pass. And we'll get our imps. We made all those copies earlier, and at the end of my turn, each one of them dealt 6 damage to the enemy hero, putting them at a really low health total. Which means these imps will be threatening every single turn, unless I can gain a lot of armor, but they'll have to keep it up every turn. I wonder if they're considering whether or not they should concede right now. Play it out, opponent. Let's see what you got.
I gotta move!
I'm gonna Blade Storm a couple of my minions away and hero power up. And forge a card. Let's see what we draw off the top. Shallow Grave. We don't have any targets for that right now. I'm not sure where all the movements are, but I'm pretty sure there's one that deals 6 damage to all characters. Deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. Movement of Desire for lethal. That Ent Portal, the Twisting Nether, is very powerful for closing out games. Not that it necessarily closes them out fast, but it's not. You can't interact with it, and it's going to keep playing those imps every turn, and eventually you'll win the game that way most of the time, as long as you're even a little bit ahead. Looks like we're on the play here. Sorry, no, we're going second. We're going to put away one of these Reverberations and the Shallow Grave. Let's see what we get. The Sargeras this early is not necessarily good, but the Defile is. But we're playing against the Mirror. Sometimes the Mirrors can turn into just a Sargeras slog. Everyone summoning imps every turn. We are gonna go ahead and use our hero power. Pass. They have the Forge of Wills. They also have the imposing Anubisath. It's going to be really tough for us. Alright, we're running out of hand size. We don't got a lot to do. I'm going to burn this coin and use the Scourge Supplies. Maybe we can find something better to do. Let's see here. Let's get rid of... We might need that wing welding. And then we'll have to be discarding Thaddius. I'm gonna get rid of the Shallow Grave. Maybe we shouldn't have drawn on turn 2 just so we could have played that Scourge without burning the coin. Would have been the 5-head play. Our hand is full again. I'm gonna throw this file away. They have the slime, discarding Flesh Behemoth. We do not have the slime. That may be what loses us the game here. Let's play the Symphony and see if we get anything useful. Six demon with Taunt and Reborn. Is that even good? I think it's the best option here. In the turn. They're gonna get their shallow grave off. Second shallow grave's going off. Okay, we have a chance here because we can reverberate this Sargeras.
This is only the beginning.
It's not a big chance, but it is a chance. Oh, and they concede to that because we throw all these minions in the nether and they don't get any death rattles. And what they don't even know is I have a second reverberate. They don't want to play that out. Reverberation won me that entire game on its own.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Sarad.
Time for a remix.
Alright, we're playing against Mage.
Mecha Jaraxxus!
The Solid Alibi card was just nerfed. It costs 3 now instead of 2. We'll see if that makes a big difference in this game. I think that would help the most against Mech Rogues, but Mech Rogues also got nerfed. They increased the duplicator cost from 3 to 4. Or sorry, from 4 to 5. That should really slow it down. But it'll still be strong, I think. Just maybe not as oppressive as it was. Let's draw. Pass. If the opponent does nothing that we can interact with, we can set up some Forge of Wills and play Loken. And then whatever Loken gets, we can just make a bunch of rush copies of it. Okay, first Forge of Wills, pass. And they're gonna play a Mage Secret. Interesting. I wonder what it is. We're gonna play the second Forge of Wills. They're gonna volume up so I can discover that extra spell. They do have 10 cards in their hand though, so I'll end up burning something. I think for this turn I'm just gonna reverb this 4/4. And then Defile and clean up this board.
My hand is full.
Okay, well that wasn't the worst card for them to burn. Let's see what they do with that full hand. I'm afraid of this countering a minion. It's probably Ice Barrier though. But just in case, I'm gonna play this Armor Vendor.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Ooh, that was so good for us to play that first. If that would have counted our Loken, it would have been terrible. Let's draw.
Job's done.
We do have both of these flesh behemoths in hand, which is bad for our Loken's effect. And we are getting really low on life already. You want to get something with decent stats, even if we only get the Slime or the Reanimator, that's okay. We really don't want to get an Armor Vendor or this Finley. We're going to deal 2 damage to our face. Infinitize the Maxitude, but they're not going to get it back. Maybe they have an additional copy of it. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah, this Infinitize the Maxitude was created by the other Infinitize the Maxitude. Well, I guess if you cast them over and over again, it'll say that regardless. Alright, Loken, let's see what you got.
The whispers. I can't resist.
We get Thaddius. We're gonna make our big rushers. Hopefully not take this damage to face. We took 2 to face. They have 7 mana. We could just die to burn here. It's very possible. We're so low on life. They're gonna reverb my 11-9 with rush, so they're gonna be able to take out my taunt minion. And they can ping this to take it out too. Not a bad turn at all. They'll still be taking. Okay. They're not even gonna try and ping it. They're just gonna kill it with this. Alright. We haven't had an undead die yet.
Must destroy.
I'm gonna play this.
Come closer.
Punch him. I think I'm just gonna pass. The Sunwell, but they only get a few spells. And this one's small. They're gonna get to kill my stuff though. Alright. Let's play this 4-8. I'll make 1 copy with Rush. And we'll play Thaddius next turn. If we are playing Thaddius next turn, I'll make an 11/11 with this Forge of Wills. Ooh. We do have 1 more undead in the deck, so this will at least get the... I'll be able to summon the copy. And if they can't kill us, it'll help us get a lot of life back.
My reward.
They may even play this. What is Thaddius on? Even? Dang. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have used all our mana anyways. Interesting spell. So when this dies, it'll deal 3 damage to all the other minions. And then they're gonna play their solid ally. This lifesteal's not gonna give me much life now.
Time's almost up.
But I can still attack minions for the lifesteal. Alright. Let's play Thaddius. I should have attacked that taunt minion with this, but I think even with that 4 more health that we have than right now, we'd still be dead. Bunch of minions, but I don't think much of these are very useful.
She has heard our plea.
And we're still alive. We're still alive. Even cost cards cost 1, and none of these are even cost except for this one, which isn't even useful right now. We need life.
Must destroy.
What does this do? Alright, let's get life.
Recompense.
Life and armor.
We're not done with you yet.
That's good. Should I get another one, or should I just play out this armor vendor? Let's play out the armor vendor.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. Play Scourge Supplies. Drain Soul's good here. All of these are good, but I'm gonna discard the Symphony of Sins, I think. Drain Soul this creature. That's the turn. We're back up to 26 total health, so maybe that'll be enough to live this turn. It seems like they are playing Sith Mage. I know they can pop off really hard, but I want to try and make it as hard as possible. 26 isn't a lot. I know they can get that much, but it's a lot harder than what we started at this turn. Discovery Magic. Okay, they're down to 6 mana already, so that's good for us. That means we're not dying this turn. And these can't find another solid alibi, which is really good for us.
Time's almost up.
Is it over? Is this a wrap? Hero +4 attack. Are you gonna attack my Thaddius? Oh, you don't get it. You didn't play a Naga. You're gonna kill my Thaddius. Arcane Worm. Okay.
This one's yours.
And it's over. We could have done 17, 21, 22, and then we would have gotten at least 12 more off of these effects. I think that was enough. We make it back all the way up to Platinum 3. As you saw from the video, the deck performs extremely well, being able to get some fat creatures out very early, and being very hard to kill. Even if you get out a creature like Flesh Behemoth, if they kill it, you draw another undead and summon a copy of it, which is very often another Flesh Behemoth or a Thaddius. If you can get out Thaddius early and he lives, for the rest of the game he can give you huge mana cost cheating, letting you pull farther and farther ahead. Reverberations is a really cool card in this deck because you can copy your Titans or other opponents' Titans and get their abilities, often winning the game off of it. Other cool inclusions of the deck are Forge of Wills. You choose a friendly minion, summon a giant with its stats and rush. We're playing that with Imposing Anubisath. This card would probably be almost unplayable otherwise, but it's a 7/7 with taunt that can't attack, And if you copy it with Wardrobe Wills, you can get 7/7 rushes off of it, which is very good. And the taunt makes this card more viable because opponents have to attack through it, and it just kills their minions as they swing into it. Loken, Jailer of Yogg-Saron, is really cool in the deck because you can discover these huge minions to get a giant tentacle that stats and taunt, and you get to draw the minion into your hand. Another card I really like is this Dar'Khan Drathir. Dealing 6 damage to enemy hero at the end of your turn with a lifesteal can be a huge swing in health, and if you can make multiple of these, either with Shallow Grave on your Amorphous Slime or by reverberating your Dar'Khan, you can gain tons of health or just kill your opponent out of nowhere. This deck's really fun to play, but sometimes, every now and then, you'll draw the deck really wrong and you won't get any of the pieces you need at the right time. But most of the time, you can stomp over your opponents. If you enjoyed today's gameplay, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.